Welcome to our channel, where today we'll delve into the fascinating world of coin collecting, focusing on a remarkable piece of numismatic history that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike, the 1995 D-quarter dollar, a coin that holds an astonishing value of approximately $171 million, mainly due to its rare errors and mistakes. Now, you might wonder what makes a quarter, worth just 25 cents, climb to such dizzying heights in terms of value. To understand this, we need to unpack the unique errors that occurred during its minting process, the historical context surrounding these coins, the desirability among collectors, and the market dynamics that influence pricing. The 1995 D-quarter dollar was produced at the Denver Mint, and during that time, a series of unfortunate mishaps and variances emerged, creating coins that were not only different from their intended design but also extremely rare. Collectors of coins, known for their keen eyes and knowledge of minting variations, are always on the lookout for errors in coins, and the charm of discovering an error coin can lead to significant financial rewards. In fact, many enthusiasts have dedicated years to scouring through quarter rolls, searching for unique gems, and the 1995's D-quarter is at the pinnacle of that search. The most notable error found in this particular quarter is the dropped letter I phenomenon, which resulted in the gentle lowering of some of the engraving without the proper tooling adjustments. This might not sound significant at first glance, but that subtle imperfection creates an allure for anyone with an appreciation for the nuanced details of coinage. Furthermore, the 1995 D-quarter dollar is also celebrated for instances of mismatched die alignments. Die alignment discrepancies during coin production cause a coin to be minted off-center, or with sketches that don't perfectly align where they are supposed to, causing them to appear oddly placed or even unintelligible in certain circumstances. The allure grows further from here. Coins exhibiting these drop letters along with misaligned designs are not just rare, they're almost mythical in the eyes of dedicated collectors. So, when a few examples of the 1995 D-quarter surfaced with these completely unique attributes, demand skyrocketed and collectors were willing to pay hefty sums to procure these pieces of art that sit in numismatic history. In recent years, public auction records reveal how some well-preserved examples of this quarter have fetched stunning amounts, reflecting an almost frenzied market where bidders scramble to add such rare finds to their collections. Just imagine being the fortunate soul holding such a coin, instantaneously transforming from just another casual coin enthusiast to something of a celebrity in the numismatic community, where your find takes center stage. As it stands, the market is more dynamic than ever. Economic trends influence everything from people's disposable income to their willingness to engage in collectibles, and the world of collectible coins is no exception. During economic downturns, investors often seek refuge in tangible assets with inherent value, so during those times, interest in coins like the 1995 D-quarter increases exponentially. People want to invest not only in physical objects but also in pieces of history, coins that tell a story, reflect cultural identity, withstand the test of time, and become rarities in their own right. As the market sees an influx of newer collectors who have turned to the internet for information, resources, communities, and purchase opportunities, an item like the 1995 D-quarter becomes even more coveted and valuable simply by virtue of existing within a broader narrative of community and shared enthusiasm. Moreover, historical context also plays a critical role in how values fluctuate. Those who experience certain events or hold cherished memories connected to the minting year often seek to secure these pieces of their past, further driving demand. In the future, it's entirely plausible that the coins we often overlook in our pockets could one day contain buried treasure and history. Perhaps another 1995 D-quarter will not surface but could easily be among the coins yet unexamined in your own change jar. Each transaction, from collections to auctions, highlights the continuous shopping and trading of these artifacts, making numismatics an ever-evolving field. With increasing interest from younger generations, it's vital to keep the excitement brewing, educating new collectors about the importance of mintages and the worth behind notable errors that make certain coins incredibly valuable. The 1995 D-quarter dollar represents a compelling case study on the tenuous intersection of error, value, and demand, where things we often overlook can spiral into something extraordinary and filled with worth. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning to dip your toes in this world, the story that the 1995 D-quarter dollar tells is a great reminder of the treasures that can lie hidden, the stories that can transform our understanding of value, and the thrilling chase that accompanies every coin that is stamped and released into the world. As we proceed, let's keep a treasure hunting mindset, where our explorations may unveil not just unique coins but artifacts that tell compelling stories about our culture, history, and the very fabric that binds us as a community of enthusiasts eager to learn and discover. Next! Today, we are shining a spotlight on an extraordinary coin that has captured the attention of numismatists and investors around the globe, the 1988 D-quarter dollar, which has, against all odds, risen to a mind-boggling valuation of $61 million, a figure that many find astonishing for a mere quarter. So, what is it about this specific coin that leads to such a hefty price tag? The answer primarily lies in a series of remarkable production errors and mistakes that transpired during the minting process, anomalies which make this coin extraordinarily rare and thus incredibly valuable. To truly grasp the essence of what makes the 1988 D-quarter dollar such a coveted item, we first need to understand the minting process of the United States coins. Coins begin their journey as discs of metal, known as planchets, which undergo a fascinating series of steps before they are finally struck with their definitive designs. The United States Mint operates several facilities across the country, and in 1988, the Denver Mint produced quarter dollars, among other coins. However, as in any mass production process, errors can occur, and it is within these errors that we begin to uncover the secrets behind the 1988 D-quarter's value. One of the most noteworthy mistakes associated with the 1988 D-quarter is the phenomenon known as a double die error, which occurs when a coin is struck multiple times with an offset die. This causes the coin's design to appear misaligned or more exaggerated than intended, resulting in a visual excitement that attracts collectors who value the unique nature of such pieces. Collectors thrive on rarity, and a double die error can transform an otherwise ordinary coin into an extraordinary find, leading to intense bidding wars and increased demand. Moreover, the 1988 D-quarter also bears witness to other potential minting anomalies, such as the use of worn-out dies, which lead to indistinct details and a lack of sharpness in the coin's design. An exhausted die can result in a quarter that appears blurry or poorly defined, making it a deviation from the standard in a pronounced way. This specificity can enhance a coin's collectible appeal, as experienced numismatists are often on the lookout for such defects, which tend to spark intrigue and curiosity as part of their collector instincts. The allure of the 1988 D-quarter dollar doesn't stop there. The rarity of these errors is further compounded by how many of these misprinted coins have been lost, damaged, or removed from circulation over time. Most mistakes that occur in the minting process face immediate scrutiny, and many faulty coins are typically melted down, damaged, or destroyed to prevent them from inadvertently entering general circulation. This phenomenon creates a scarcity that is a key driver of value. When a collector is seeking a specific error coin, the diminishing supply will naturally push the price higher. As these pieces become rarer, the community of collectors becomes increasingly eager to acquire them, often leading to competition that drives the price of the 1988 D-quarter through the roof. In the broader context of coin collecting, any coin with notable errors or variations tends to generate a strong interest, and that sentiment is greatly amplified when it comes to a quarter that has gained such a reputation as the 1988 D. Within the numismatic realm, the condition of the coin plays a gigantic role in assigning value. Coins are generally graded on a scale, and those that maintain a higher grade are often more valuable. Coins in outstanding condition can command a much higher price, even if their face value is the same as others that are more worn out. The grading process is usually conducted by professional grading services, which can authenticate and assign a grade to a specific coin. For our 1988 D-quarter dollar, any that have achieved a high grade, particularly those bearing the signature of known errors, tend to garner astronomical prices on the market. In emerging online marketplaces and auction platforms, 1988 D-quarters, especially those with recognized rarities, often appear, and avid collectors use these venues to engage in heated bidding wars that can push the price toward staggering heights. The competitive aspect of bidding in auctions adds an intriguing layer to the coin story. These quarters can rapidly change hands, and their values can shift dramatically based on the fervor of collector interest, market trends, and even media coverage. It's not just about owning the coin, it becomes about community, history, and competition as collectors constantly strive to outdo one another, thereby enhancing the value of specific pieces like the 1988 D-quarter. The growth of social media and online platforms has also created a buzz around coins like the 1988 D-quarter dollar, platforms allow collectors to share their finds and discuss various aspects of numismatics, bringing together communities of passionate individuals who have a keen eye for errors and possibilities. As such, stories about the 1988 D quarter circulate through these platforms, and there's an increasing fascination surrounding it that promotes its value even further. The more collectors share their experiences, the more awareness grows about the significance of specific coins, which, in turn, fuels interest in acquiring pieces that showcase unique characteristics or errors. Coupled with the rise of the internet, there has also been a keen interest in diversifying investment portfolios, with rare coins emerging as an alluring asset class. Investors are recognizing that coins like the 1988 D quarter can provide stability and potential for augmentation in times of economic uncertainty. Consequently, a segment of investors now strategically hunts for rare coins as part of their investment strategies, suggesting that demand could continue to increase far beyond just the traditional boundaries of numismatics. This engagement illustrates that the coin collecting hobby is no longer confined to enthusiasts alone but has extended into the realm of serious investment, further solidifying the value of notable pieces like the 1988 D quarter. Additionally, it's important to examine the historical context that surrounds the coin. The year 1988 holds its significance within the broader narrative of American currency, and as such, some collectors pursue coins from specific years due to their personal connections or the significance tied to events during that time. Whether it was economic, cultural, or political, the stories that can be attached to a specific year often add value beyond the coin itself. The 1988 D quarter dollar, therefore, is dual-faceted. It represents a specific year while also symbolizing the unexpected outcomes that can unfold through production errors. This dual significance increases its sparkle in the eyes of collectors who seek not just coins but the backstories that breathe life into their collections. When we combine the excitement of auction houses, the thrill of chasing rarity, the allure of investment potential, and the nostalgic undertones tied to a specific year, we begin to see the full picture of why the 1988 D quarter dollar has garnered such an unprecedented valuation of $61 million. Such valuations not only stem from the mistakes that went into its making but from the incredible community and market dynamics that have formed around it through the years. Ultimately, the journey of the 1988 D quarter encapsulates the magic and mystery inherent in the world of numismatics, evidence of how a simple error in the minting process can morph a standard piece of currency into a coveted collector's item, worthy of immense financial valuation and appreciation. As we advance further into the discussion surrounding rare coins, we should also note how the narrative of the 1988 D quarter dollar embodies the constant intersection of history, culture, economics, and human interest. It takes us beyond thinking about coins merely as currency and encourages us to ponder the stories and experiences that align with them. As collectors and investors continue to navigate the fascinating domain of numismatics, there's a continued promise that the legacy of remarkable finds, such as the 1988 D quarter dollar, perpetuates. As we explore what each era reveals, the past can resound through the present. The immense fascination stemming from these coins is a reminder that within our own history lies a multitude of hidden gems waiting to be discovered, each carrying the potential to inspire while offering paths towards understanding the value of rarity, uniqueness, and the stories embedded within them. Embracing this excitement means that collectors, investors, and enthusiasts will continue to share their journeys, contributing to the unfolding narrative that surrounds coins like the 1988 D quarter, which go far beyond being mere denominations. They represent windows into history, culture, and the human experience, which only further validates their incredible worth. Today we're about to embark on an exciting journey through the world of numismatics, focusing on a fascinating subject that is both intriguing and rich with history, the 1997 P quarter dollar, a coin that has captured the imaginations of collectors and investors alike and is now valued at an astounding $59 million due to a series of notable errors and mistakes that occurred during its minting process. As we dive into the heart of this fascinating story, it's essential to acknowledge how a simple quarter with a face value of 25 cents can hold such immense worth, primarily attributed to the variety of errors that have made it a sought-after piece in the numismatic community. The quarter dollar, with its long-standing history and design that often reflects elements of American culture, is a familiar sight. However, not every quarter is created equal, and the 1997 P quarter dollar exemplifies this reality in a remarkable fashion. Minted at the Philadelphia Mint, The 1997 P-quarter dollar was part of the United States Mint's ongoing effort to produce a standard circulating coinage. Still, as with many minting processes, there were a few critical hiccups along the way. One of the standout errors associated with this particular quarter is the notorious missing clad layer, where the coin structure and material suffer from a significant error during production. Coins that experience this flaw are fascinating because they reveal how the layers intended for multiple metals, copper and nickel, comprising the coin's content, failed to adhere properly, resulting in a quarter that shows surfaces marked with the raw metal beneath. Such errors can create coins with an unusual appearance that not only intrigue collectors but also serve as conversation starters among those devoted to the world of coin collecting. The extraordinary presence of missing clad layers can substantially elevate the value of a coin, as finding examples with this specific misconfiguration is exceedingly rare. Each coin that boasts this flaw demonstrates the invisible connection between imperfection and desirability, inviting collectors to appreciate how a supposed mistake can become a hallmark of value. Beyond the missing clad layer aspect, many examples of the 1997 P-quarter also showcase double die errors, where double impressions of the coin's design elements inadvertently struck are present, resulting in faint duplications across details like the state quarter image and lettering. This phenomenon occurs when the coin's die experiences misalignment or a technical mishap during the pressing process, causing some of the design elements to appear twice, albeit slightly out of sync. The allure of double die quarters lies in their uniqueness. Each specimen can tell its own story of how it came into existence, making them coveted among numismatists who often seek out these hard-to-find rarities. The presence of double die errors in the 1997 P-quarter dollar entices collectors looking to complete their collections as enthusiasts are drawn to own authentic pieces of numismatic history, eager to add more character to their holdings. The market dynamics surrounding this particular coin encapsulate how collector behavior influences value and rarity, especially when it comes to coins that have long been overlooked in daily circulation. The 1997 P-quarter has not only attracted the attention of established coin collectors but also new enthusiasts fascinated by the potential for hidden treasure within everyday change. Various factors contribute to the increase in interest for the 1997 P-quarter dollar, most notably social media and online platforms that facilitate the exchange of information and sales of collectible coins. Wealthy investors and collectors often engage in spirited bidding wars during auctions, dramatically increasing the market price and signaling the warmth of interest surrounding error coins. As a direct consequence of heightened awareness and the persisting allure of coin collecting, the value of error coins such as the 1997 P-quarter has skyrocketed, marking a continual increase in demand. Equally critical in assessing the value of these coins is the historical context in which they were produced. The year 1997 carried a specific significance for the U.S. Mint and the illustration of American culture at a pivotal point in time. Hence, coins produced during that era come with a layered context and sentiment tied to the socio-economic climate. Collectors interested in coins from specific years often target them based on the historical events or milestones associated with those years, pushing certain coins, such as the 1997 P-quarter, into greater desirability. So, when one of these quarters surfaces on the market with unique errors further enhancing its narrative, the passionate collector increases their determination to acquire these items, enhancing the competition among bidders, thus driving up the prices significantly. In addition to the layers of economic considerations and social dynamics at play, the future of the 1997 P-quarter dollar remains uncertain yet filled with prospects. Coin collectors, whether they are individuals or institutions, continuously seek to expand their horizons, seeking out not only the rare coins of yesteryears but also familiar pieces that pique their interest. The thrill of the hunt, paired with the prospect of coming across an error coin worth substantial sums, invigorates the realm of numismatics, keeping collectors motivated and engaged. Many enthusiasts often participate in community events, coin shows, and auctions, creating camaraderie and opportunities for networking that can lead to the discovery of genuine treasures. Who knows what untapped potential lies within hidden corners? Perhaps another 1997 P-quarter will eventually be found that carries its own unique set of errors, reflecting the purple treasure hidden within an otherwise standard United States quarter. The lesson derived from understanding the market surrounding the 1997 P-quarter dollar speaks volumes about both rarity and the cultural nostalgia behind coins, placing them not merely as currency but as vessels of history that intertwine with individual narratives, where collectors on all levels can thrive in an expanding community that celebrates shared passion. Exploring the rich tapestry of era coins also highlights the importance of proper preservation, authentication, and assessment within the numismatic world. Knowing how to identify key mint eras, understanding the grading systems, and recognizing the nuances that can make specific coins valuable are essential elements for anyone serious about the hobby or investment. The very act of unearthing a hidden gem like the 1997 P quarter becomes much more than a financial pursuit. It morphs into a journey of discovery, storytelling, and connection that weaves in and out through time and space. Even today, one might find themselves at a coin shop, sifting through trays of quarters, eager to unearth those that contain stories sealed behind layers of metal, hinting at eras that whisper tales of fortune and misfortune. As we approach the culmination of this exploration into the world surrounding the 1997 P quarter dollar, it's essential to recognize that each coin tells a deeper narrative, binding together collectors, enthusiasts, and history in a unique partnership. For those captivated by the merging of financial potential and historical significance, this quarter encapsulates the essence of discovery in a numismatic journey, where each find brings with it the weight of not just monetary value but the stories waiting patiently to be uncovered. Whether you are seeking to build a collection, invest for future growth, or simply enjoy the treasure hunt through your pocket change, remember that every coin has a story, and the 1997 P quarter dollar stands as a compelling testament to how errors and mistakes can transform mere currency into something of monumental worth and striking fascination. Join us in our continuing quest as we navigate through the captivating universe of coins, illustrating the passions, opportunities, and historical threads that intertwine beautifully within the realm of numismatics. So as you sift through your coins in the future, keep in mind the legacy of the 1997 P quarter and the unexplored possibilities that can lie within the folds of everyday life, each coin a universe in itself just waiting to be appreciated, understood, and treasured for generations to come.